Hand podcast. I know it's been a fat minute, but we are back. I have Oaklee and Shayne, and my sister is doing Oaklee's now, so if you hear her, she's here too.
Hello.
Okay. So, yeah, let's get started. Shayne's gonna introduce herself.
I'm Shayne. What else am I supposed to say?
You're a dancer.
I'm on my high school's dance company.
Okay.
And
then we can pick the colors from it. So
I've
obviously
known
white, right? Do you want to keep that
since
white?
first
Yeah.
grade.
And then I have
Right?
some options for the background.
Yeah,
More of
first.
like, we were friends more of like second, but yeah.
Why is that red?
You guys already know me, so...
I'm Oaklee. I'm also on Dance Co.
She's known Baxley since
8th grade.
So, we started high school about 3 months ago, right?
That's weird.
Yeah,
Yep.
that is weird. Okay. Or is it 4 now? Because August, September, October, November.
4 months.
4 months. So, I don't miss junior high at all.
I like miss like some of the teachers, but like and like how
Besides
work,
the teachers, I don't.
like how the work was kind of easier. Math
Yeah.
was so much easier.
True.
High school work is so much harder than.
Well, because here's the thing in junior high, as long as you do
Did
it,
you
you
like
get
that?
like so many participation points, but in high school, you actually have to like use
And
your
if
brain.
like you miss a day of high school, you're so behind.
True. Yeah, I missed a full week in September to go to California, and
Yeah.
that was rough. So, yeah.
Yeah, because you like learn something new every single day. And it's just
Yeah.
and there's so many tests.
You have a test like at least once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
Shayne and Oaklee are on dance company.
Yes.
And they got to be in the school play. So we're going to talk a little bit about that.
Because, like, so every year we have to be in the school play and do like dance numbers in it.
Do you have to be in the second one?
No.
Or is that...
There's a second one?
Yeah.
Is that a play or is it...
The spring musical?
Yeah.
We're just
What
in
are
the
they
fall
doing?
one.
They're doing like a spelling bee music.
It's called like Puffs or something.
Yeah, it's like a spelling bee thing.
And they literally just sit on stage the whole time and sing.
Oh.
And they like.
Me and Jay.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Um,
just talked to.
But go
some
get your
kids.
mans though.
Kolbie,
Well, it
But
was a joke.
you can't say that on the pod.
but,
I'm gonna watch this.
on the play that we did was Guys and Dolls, and we had to dress up in like really colorful suits. I had hot pink, she had yellow.
Yeah, I looked like the man in the yellow hat, but
From like Curious George.
it's okay.
Yeah. It's okay though.
It was hot.
Yeah. And then we had these like fringe costumes, and they were really fun. We had purple, and then the older girls had red.
So like returners had red ones from last year, and then
Like the new girls that came in that are new on the team got purple. Yeah. They're really cute.
Yeah, it's good.
They're just really uncomfortable and really tight. Should I show them the costumes?
Yeah. So, yeah, whatever. Also, volleyball season's hectic.
If you approve of that color and everything,
So,
you pop it in there.
I like it.
I was the volleyball team manager because obviously I don't play, but all my friends were gonna be on the team, and so I said, "Oh, that might be fun."
Oh,
And so I, it was way different than I anticipated it to be, if I'm gonna be honest. But it was super fun. Still.
What did you even do?
We like had one day I just spent the whole time folding T-shirts and jerseys.
You did stats.
I did a lot of stats. Just like random things. It's like hard to say, but it's sometimes like I'm not gonna lie, not like I'm gonna do it again. Sometimes it's a little frustrating because it's like we sit there for 3 hours, and some days we do a lot. Like we toss balls, we take stats at practice, we count like score when they rally and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then some days you just sit there for like 3 hours, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'd rather be taking a nap on my couch right now. But like it was still fun and so worth it, and such like a fun community and stuff. Funny, because I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. But how?
I invited her, and she didn't show up.
I really did like that nap that I took though, all 3 days. I gotta prioritize sleep, okay?
At nighttime, maybe? Question mark?
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
And not your
But-
friends, okay?
Okay, I'm just kidding. How many dance numbers were each of you guys in?
4. We were in the opener, Havana, crapshooters, and finale.
Was
Phenomenal.
Havana fun?
Havana,
So much fun.
it's a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
that's like the fringe costumes, and then
Yeah.
but crapshooters is also fun. It's just like a
Yeah.
workout.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like crapshooters was definitely like more.
What
upbeat,
one?
but
Sorry. What ones do they jump over you in?
Crapshooter.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
So,
fun.
how long is the play?
3.5 hours.
Actually, I thought it was
It's
2.
really good though.
Okay, you can put this hand in.
It's really good though. Like all of the
Yeah.
sequences
And then do
were
you
really
want
good.
another layer,
It's not
or
like
do you
a
just want to go
crazy,
straight
like,
into the
middle school
French?
play.
Just French.
Yeah, that's what kind of
Perfect.
sad I didn't go.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
really
see, I
good.
love this one because it just.
And my mom was like, I don't know how they're gonna beat that play.
Oh, really? Is that good? That's good. So, okay, here's where it gets a little fun. We're gonna go ahead and really change the topic, which I love to do. If people who know me know that when I am telling a story,
She cannot stay on track.
I
Oh my gosh, it takes back to 7 years
struggle
to
with that.
tell a
Okay,
story.
I'm just a good storyteller, okay? I like to make
No,
things
because she'll
dramatic
literally
and
go
long.
like to different avenues, and I've had to stop her before and tell a story, including both of us, because the person is just not following. I love you though.
Yeah,
and
no,
think
I
it's
jump
great.
around a lot. So, like, if a story has a lot of different layers, I won't just, like, tell one layer and move on to the next. I will, like, jump around, like, telling the story. It's very entertaining. Sometimes I
It's okay.
confuse myself when I'm telling stories.
It's okay.
Anyway, that's why I thought it would be such a good idea to start a podcast.
Obviously.
But,
That's why we're here
so we're
today.
gonna totally switch, gears. I sound like a teacher. We're gonna switch gears. Reel it in. No, but we're gonna switch topics. So Shayne has gone through some scary things.
Yeah, it was
So
all.
sorry. It does kind of. Sorry,
like
Kolbie
that?
is doing her nails, so if that's what you're hearing in the background, deepest apologies. But speaking of, we're really close to getting our licenses. Which is super exciting and intimidating, but Shayne has a pretty scary story about that, so she's gonna go ahead and tell us that.
I'm not about getting my license or driving. It's like when I was in 1st to 2nd grade. And it was like a car accident that I had with like my sisters. I don't really remember a lot of it because it was just in the span of 1st to 2nd grade. But all I remember is that my parents were out on a date. They had like a date night, and then Macy, I don't think she could drive at the time, and so she asked my sister to go pick her and her friend up, and Sammy was hanging out with this boy. I don't remember his name. And I had to go with because I was really little at the time and I couldn't stay home. And so, like, I was sitting in the back and I had, like, my car seat. And she, like, had this Jeep. And I remember just getting, like, the biggest pit in my stomach while we were driving. And then, so I asked Sammy. And I was like, hey, can I, like, play games on your phone? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I was just sitting there. And then we pick up Macy and her friend, and Macy's in the middle, but there was no like seatbelt. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because sometimes I accidentally say seatbelt.
Oh.
Seatbelt. Yeah.
I've never heard of that being
I don't.
something before.
I don't
but
know.
Interesting.
But she didn't have one, but the rest of us did. And so then this car like slammed on their brakes, like, and we were like pretty close to the car, and they slammed on their brakes, and we just like rear-ended them, and they like drove off. I remember it was a red truck. And then my sister flew to the front and she got a concussion. And, like, she could have, like, gone through the, like,
windshield.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
And so
so
then-
scary.
The car was, like, so bad. And I just remember, like, the smell of it and, like, panicking and my, like, sister taking me out. And so, like, now anytime I, like, smell the smell of, like,
Gasoline.
yeah, kind
Smell?
of, or, like, it just smells like maybe what, like, the oil and, like,
It
burning
Yeah.
and, like,
Mm-hmm.
it just like sends me back to that. And so then we called my mom and she had to like leave after her date night and come pick us up, and we were in the hospital. And yeah.
So
Did you get hurt?
The seat belt.
bruised
Really-
you.
Yeah, it really hurt my chest. Like my dad was like playing with me and he'd like rock me around and I'd be like stop, and I'd like be crying because my chest would hurt so bad from the seatbelt.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So make sure you always buckle up.
Wear your seatbelt.
Yeah.
Amen. Click your ticket.
Yeah.
Be safe.
I feel like people with a lot of things like that, including myself, don't take that kind of thing seriously until something scary happens.
And yeah, it was so scary.
Should I tell my story about Kim?
Yeah.
She'll be fine. One time my stepmom got in a car crash and she wasn't wearing a seatbelt. And she got in a car accident and she got a brain bleed. And she had to get emergency surgery on her head and half her hair was shaved.
Wow.
And she has like a big scar right here. And like she like had to wear hats to school because she was like, I'm pretty sure she was like a freshman in high school.
Wow.
And she like, yeah. So now
That's
that's like a
scary.
big rule in my house.
Yeah, my parents were really serious about it too.
It's like, I don't know.
It's important.
It is.
Yeah. Like, my sister wanted to take me to go get ice cream to go get my trust back because of all the scary things that happened. And so it was, like, a farther away place from my house. It was, like, 25 hours away.
Hours? It was downtown, so it was like a minute away from our house.
Like, 25 minutes away. 25, 30 minutes away, not 25 hours.
That's so late.
And so she's like taking me there, and it's probably like around 9 p.m. It's fine or whatever. And so it's over by this library, and I just remember like walking and like holding her hand, and she just got her license at the time. And so then I'm like walking with her, and then I just see this shadow of like a guy, and he goes, "Hey!" And it's this homeless guy. He starts bolting after us, and it's so dark outside. And we just like turn around and start bolting. And my sister told me, she's like, Shayne, you would not move. You were so startled that you just like would not move. So she was dragging me on the ground, trying to get me to my little tiny first grade legs to run. And then I biff it, and my leg flies off. My leg, my shoe flies off, and so I'm just like all startled. And Sammy's like, "Go back to the car. I'll go get your shoe." I'm like, okay, and I'm like struggling and freaking walking to the car, and then we drove off.
That's crazy though. That's scary.
Yeah, it was quite scary. Any scary stories with you guys?
Not like that.
One time, my dad tried to like teach me and my brother a lesson about like running from like strangers. And he put this clown mask on, and my brother ran, but I knew it was my dad, so I ran towards him.
That's actually funny.
And
That's so funny. So
I
I
don't
ran
have like
towards
scary
him.
stories.
Colby,
Okay, hold on. We're just gonna finish the French tip on that.
do we have any scary family stories that I could tell? I was like, looking for much. That's right. when
Scary
it
family
happened.
stories?
Like scary things that happen in our family that I could share.
No.
Trying to think of if any like scary things have happened.
Grandpa died in our house.
Your grandpa died in
Yeah, he died. Well, they revived him though, so
That's
technically.
awful.
Your guys' grandpa?
Yeah.
What?
I'll share. Okay. So Colby kind of brought up a sad note, but it's fine. It's
Well,
good.
you said crazy stories.
It's like good to talk about all the like scary things and sad things. My step grandpa and my grandma lived with us.
Okay, he was our grandpa.
No, I say step grandpa because I'm gonna talk about our other grandpas and their
yeah.
stories with them. He was like a real grandpa though. He was closer to me than my actual grandpa was, cause they lived with us and he took care of me. So he
Sorry.
had died from smoking. Had killed his lungs, and we were all at a family dinner at my mom's side of the family, and we had we were driving home, and we see an ambulance like pulling to our neighborhood. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, I wonder if everything's okay. You know, like I wonder what neighbors like. I wonder if they're okay, which sucked because then it was our house. So we dropped my brother off at his friend's house, which is just down the street from us. And then we start going to our house, and we see a whole bunch of ambulances at our house. And so my brother hears, we call him, so he starts bolting home. And so we get there, and they had already taken my grandpa. They had revived him, and they were taking him to a hospital.
Oh, from smoking.
He passed out. He fell. He died in the shower. And then my grandma went to go check on him.
He was not in the shower. He was going to the bathroom and he fainted and hit his head on the tub.
Oh, I thought he died in the shower.
No, he was not showering.
He was not showering. He fell, hit his head, and died. And then they revived him, and they took him to the hospital, and we get home. And the police just now are here to, like, question my grandma and stuff, because she was, like, home in case, because they have to. And we were like, Grandma, why did you not call us? And she's like, oh, I didn't want to ruin your guys' night. We were like, Grandma, this is kind of, like...
Important.
Like, this is kind of crazy. Like, I love Queen Kathy. Like, that's crazy.
Queen Kathy?
Queen Kathy. And, so... It was really scary though, because like we're driving home and we see that an ambulance is behind us, but their lights aren't on. And so we're like, oh, that is so weird. And then it was our house. And
That is not how I remember it.
That's exactly, I remember being so like traumatized.
Well, listen, with the ambulance was coming down the street, and so my mom parked us at the mailboxes, which are a few houses. We have communal mailboxes. And so there are a few houses down, and she got out of the car and said stay in the car because we didn't know what was happening, but they pulled into our driveway. And so that's what I remember.
Yeah, so pretty much the same
Yeah,
thing.
but their lights were on.
Oh, they were?
Yes.
I was so little. I was 6. And in
I saw the
kindergarten.
traumatizing things happen at 6 and 7.
It builds character.
No.
No, but I had went and stayed back at my grandparents' house, which I remember distinctly that night at my other grandparents' house at dinner. I was like, Mom, can I please just sleep over at Grandma and Grandpa's and not go to school tomorrow? Like, I really just want to stay at Grandma and Grandpa's. And then I was so sad because I got to go back to my grandparents' house, but because my other grandpa had died. And so,
Awkward.
yeah. But, I don't know if people believe in spirits or not, but my other grandma said I had, like, woken up and it was, like, a dream, and I was talking in my sleep, and I was like, no, it's okay, Grandpa, I love you, like, bye.
Okay,
And so, yeah. So, I believe that he said bye to me, but, yeah. So...
Wait, I'm confused. So he did die that day?
So he did die
Yeah,
that
so
night,
they
but he died
revived
at
him
the
and
hospital.
then took him out of the hospital, and he passed away at the hospital.
Well, because he could have stayed alive, but he wouldn't have been himself, and it would have been, like, traumatic.
like, if you don't have...
Not traumatic, like,
if
terrible.
oxygen hasn't been going to your brain for a certain amount of time, you're essentially brain dead after a point. So like you would be alive, but you wouldn't be alive. Okay, this is so going if you like.
And my grandma, which was a smart, just think that would have been more painful.
Yeah. I would,
Yeah.
like,
So-
I would have them, like, pull
Yeah.
bug if I was like that.
Yeah, so it was a really hard time. And I think that was, like, my grandma's favorite person in the world, and it took her a long time to meet him and, like, get the relationship she, like, finally deserved and was worthy of. And so it was really hard for her, obviously, as you would assume. And, like, she just wanted to be with him. And his dog died only a month after him.
Oh.
She knew. So,
Wait, I did not know when Mela died.
yeah, only a month after. The dog's name was Mela.
That's how
And then it was
daughter good.
another kind of crazy. Sorry, not to interrupt you. Another kind of crazy thing was after my grandma had passed away, our dog, but who was around my grandma all the time because she lived with us, died only like 2 months after her as well. So
That's how, you know, my cousin Mike,
yeah,
he, like, his dog and
Yeah,
him
that
were,
was
like,
good.
best
Other than
friends.
acetone
And only a little bit after
sulfone,
he died, the
like-
dog died.
yeah,
Damn,
they know.
Because the dog got ran over.
Oh.
Yeah. I think.
That is like so traumatic.
So I don't think the dog knew.
That is really traumatic for his family.
My dog just got murdered.
but
That's crazy. Anyway, so that was kind of a heavy topic.
Well, you asked about crazy things.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting that one.
So.
We could talk about our other grandpa.
Rock?
Yeah. I'm the reason he died.
She's not the reason.
I am. Let me explain. Okay.
Is this the one that died last year?
No, he died before my other grandpa.
Our grandparents died. Our first grandpa died in 2013, and our second grandpa died in 2014, and then our third grandpa is alive. My mom's dad.
Our grandma died
Oh.
in 2022. Mm-hmm. So, my grandpa Rock, had blood clots, and so he was taking a medicine. So he wouldn't have blood thinners. But he had tattoos of all of the grandkids' names. I'm the youngest grandkid. Without the step ones, because they're like regular grandkids too, but for like them. And so my grandpa Rock had gotten taken off of his blood thinner so he could get a tattoo, because you can't get them with that medicine, to get my name tattooed on him, because he had all my other siblings' names and my other cousins, and then he died. So yeah, and the only reason I say that, like, it's...
Did he get the name?
No.
Hey guys, this is me editing. I never finished my thought on the reason why I said I'm the reason my grandpa died. I only say that because that it was his kind of humor, and just he was funny, and that's like his humor. Also, this is when we realized that the mic was not plugged in, so I'm sorry for the audio difference, but anyway, continue watching. The mic hasn't been plugged into the computer this whole time.
Fail.
There's no way. There's no way.
This is literally 30-minute footage.
Well, it's only 15 minutes because I have probably at least half of it to cut out. It's fine. We'll keep it. We were just talking about a really
about those dogs,
sad topic.
Okay, and
So
then
we're gonna go ahead and
I'm gonna cure these
switch
fast a
the
little bit.
mood.
And then do the little guys in the middle, because
Okay.
I keep having to wipe everything off, but if we like it, I don't want to have to wipe everything off.
Question,
you know?
Kolbie?
Yeah, girl.
What is with the guy that's everywhere?
Oh, Danny DeVito?
Yes, that's his name.
Oh, so one time I had a friend,
The guy that's
and okay, this is important to the story. Her and her mom don't get along great. Whatever. She called me one day, she's like, I'm bored. I'm like, go to lunch with your mom. It's a little funny joke. She didn't think that was a funny joke. And she told me if she had 3 wishes in this world, she would only use one, and that I would be Danny DeVito, but not famous, just look like him. And so then I became Danny DeVito, and he became like a little meme in my friend group of him. And so my brother Shay bought me stickers of him.
Yeah,
for
I just
Christmas.
see him everywhere.
Yeah, he is.
Danny
part of
DeVito
that.
is all over Kolbie's stuff. So
I only know him from Steal My Girl One Direction music video.
Amen, girl.
or Matilda.
No,
He
I
plays
don't.
the dad. You've
I've
never
never
seen
watched-
Matilda.
Why are you just
What?
so hard
I
for
don't
me?
think I
You
have.
should know.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
That's insane. Guys, we need to start a petition for Shayne to watch Matilda.
Yes.
Moving on to a lighter topic. And a much
I like this design a lot. I think it's super cute.
Okay, moving on to a lighter topic and a much more fun topic. We're gonna talk about the best vacations that we have ever been on.
Okay, perfect.
Boom, I can go first.
Boom, go back.
So I went on a cruise this past January
How did I know that's what you were doing?
over my birthday. So it was amazing because my birthday is in the winter and not very much fun because it's always cold and boring. And usually, like,
mine's in the summer.
Me too.
Yeah, but yours is right around the time school starts.
See, she
My
both her
school
freaking
never-
burps in your face.
My school never started.
So, yeah, it kind of sucks because that's actually right when my school's going back from, like, some winter breaks and stuff like that. So, it kind of sucks, but it's fine. But this was the best birthday ever because we went on a cruise over New Year. Our first day on the cruise was New Year, and the New Year's party was so much fun. And this girl actually, there were drinks going everywhere. Like, it was actually crazy. Teenagers were so able to drink because if they just grabbed one off the tray.
Yeah, they were carrying
Like-
champagne.
I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was crazy. Kids could get the alcohol really easily. But this girl was drinking so much and she had slipped because she wasn't wearing shoes and had hit glass and fell down and her foot was bleeding a lot. And it really sucked because the rest of the time she was on the cruise, she was on like crutches and had a boot.
Oh.
So she couldn't like go in the water and stuff, which really sucked. But besides that, it was
There we
so
go. I was like, wait, we'll clear
it
that
was
up.
so much fun because I think the most fun part was that the parents and the kids didn't have to stay together. So us cousins just hung out and we swam whenever we wanted because there were lifeguards and we did whatever we wanted and we ate so much ice cream and we did so many fun things and the parents could go to like the comedy clubs and do what they wanted. Kolbie mainly chose to sleep and read on her
Actually,
patio.
I read. I didn't sleep. I read, and everyone was pissed off. They were like, "Where's Kolbie?" I was going. I said, "Nobody here is my age. I'm gonna go read in my cabin, and then we're gonna go all booty
And
tickled.
it was nice though because she would just sit by the
Tickled.
ocean and like read her book, and it was really relaxing. A lot of it. We spent a lot of fun nights, and us kids, we had so much fun. And so on the night of my birthday, us grandkids they sung to me, and we were just walking around the ship. What the story? So this cruise was so much fun. On the night of my birthday, me and my cousins had just like stayed up till my birthday, and then it was really fun. And the next day, my dad had woken me up, and we were going on an excursion, and this was our last excursion. And no, you cannot say that. That's an awful thing. And this is our last excursion, and it was the Virgin Islands, and we had gone to a beach, and it was so much fun. And this beach was, it was so nice. It was so nice. It was so warm. And we just, like, got a whole bunch of floaties, and we were just floating, and all the workers were definitely, like, high, and it was just, like, good vibes. And my brother and sister-in-law bought me ice cream, and it was so good because it was my birthday, and we just swam the whole time. And it was literally the dream birthday. I didn't have to go to school. I was relaxing.
Wait, Bexy, was it your birthday?
I hate you. And so it was so much fun. We also went on an excursion where we got to swim with dolphins, which was so cool. And they, like, kissed you and hugged you. And, well, we didn't, like, swim holding on to them like this. It's more of, like, so you put your foot flat, and they take their nose, and they push your foot.
Yeah, they drag
and
you
like,
along.
yeah, and you, like, sit on a,
It was
like,
fun. It
a
was
paddle
fun. It
board.
didn't tickle. And then we got
It
pictures
hurt
of them,
more
and they
than
would
it
hug
did
you.
tickle. Yeah.
They, like, know how to hug
They,
you.
like, hug, and they kiss you.
No, because I heard a random story that, like, okay, this sounds so weird, but look,
I
dolphins
cannot
are,
wait
like,
for what you're about to say.
Oh, I know.
that, like, dolphins are, like, horny.
Oh,
and they'll, like, and they'll, like, start humping you.
Yeah.
And,
Have you never seen TikToks about that?
No.
like,
Oh.
no, yeah.
No, yeah. They're horny.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna have to put a PG-13 rating on
We
that.
talked about horny dolphins.
I'm kidding.
Horny dolphins.
Watch out
That should
for
be
the horny
That should be the thumbnail.
Caption.
Horny dolphins. I'm the reason my grandpa died. Horny dolphins.
Oh, that's crazy now. So anyway, besides that, ours were not like that.
God, you didn't have any.
Yeah,
horny
God, they
dolphins.
didn't try and hump me. I would have cried.
Anyway, and then we got a scuba, and it was like this really cool, like, you get to scuba, and it's so cool. Guys, we were in a real life fish tank, human-sized fish tank.
It was a fish tank, quite literally.
It was not the actual ocean. Like, we were in a
We
fish
thought we were
tank.
scubaing in the ocean. No, we were scubaing
No, we
in
were
a fish
scubaing
tank.
in a literal
It was like a
fish
giant fish
It was
tank.
literally a giant fish
So you
tank.
could, like, see through, and they're like,
Literally,
Yes.
no. There was
No,
like
literally.
glass where you could walk by and the fish
Yeah.
are just, and the people are also just
Yeah,
swimming by.
it's
And you're like,
like
I'd
oh,
cry.
it's a literal fish tank. Anyway, it was
It's
still
It's like
still
the
fun.
aquarium.
No, literally.
Like in Shields.
Yeah,
You see the
yes,
guys like
that's
swimming.
literally
in there.
what it was. And then what was our other excursion? Oh, it was Puerto Rico. So this excursion was really cool.
Puerto Rico was the dolphins backseat.
No,
Oh no, that was
thank you. The
that was
Dominican Republic.
Republic.
So,
Oh, and
anywho, we are on this excursion and we get to Puerto Rico, and a lot of our other families, every family did their like own excursions except for the Dominican. I mean, yeah, the dolphins and scuba diving. All of us, 22 of us, did that. But the one on my birthday was just me and my other cousins, which was a lot of fun because I mean, it would have been fun with any of them, but those were the ones closest to my age. And then the other two families went on an actual sailboat and went for real scuba diving, which I thought I would have loved, but I learned that I didn't because I didn't like the fishies touching my feet. I didn't like it. Anyway, so we go to Puerto Rico. And we aren't doing any water ones this time, but the beaches are gorgeous. The oceans are so pretty. So we find this really crazy guy who's like, get in my car, get in my van, get in my van. Because it's my family and my two grandparents, okay? And so that's, how many of us was that? 9? There's 9 of us, okay? So we finally find a car that can fit us all. And he's crazy, guys. He's like, I have you guys for the whole day. You guys take as long as you want, okay? So we like stop and we look at all these statues, and there's this gorgeous tree with like the ocean. It was just gorgeous.
Because in Puerto Rico they have a bunch of U.S. presidents, because Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States, so they had a bunch of statues of like important people in Puerto Rican culture and like American presidents.
It was very cool. The statues were cool. And so we go to this castle, and it was so much fun. The views were absolutely gorgeous, and
because they were used to look for oncoming ships of opposing countries.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous though. The view is absolutely insane. And Puerto Rico is so much fun, and it's so colorful. Like the buildings have so much color, and it's gorgeous. And so we get back in this really crazy guy's car, and he's mad at us.
Why?
Because apparently we took too long. But he told us he would take us around the whole day, but he
This
meant
is true.
he meant only an hour.
What the freak?
Yeah, and so he was mad at us. He was mega mad.
Sure.
And so he dropped us off at the CVS, and we had to like walk back to the cruise ship. But it's fine because we needed stuff at the store anyway. But yeah, he was like peeved at us. And so, yeah. But it was actually a lot of fun. It's beautiful, and it was really cool.
Yeah,
and
I would
it was
go back to Puerto Rico.
I would too. It was cool to like, go out of the country and see other places.
I don't think I could ever go on a cruise. I'd
Me
get
either.
so sick.
Yeah, the only sickness I got was when the ship was rocking. I mean, rainy. When it was rainy, that's when I got sick.
Well, so
Nothing
there was a
else.
really scary night after Puerto Rico, actually, where someone on the cruise ship was having a medical emergency, so we had to go.
No, that was not after Puerto Rico because that was on my birthday. Because this is why I remember it being on my birthday was because everyone had texted me birthday texts and posted on Instagram, and I had felt bad because you can't use your phone once you get out of the port. And so obviously I felt awful for that person, but I was happy we went back into port because I could finally respond.
Well, anyway,
to everybody
but they had
and
to go super
repost.
fast, so like.
Yeah, and so
it got really rocky because they were trying to go as fast as they could to
right,
get back
and so
for that person.
we were moving quick. But the reason why she got it mixed up with Puerto Rico is because that's where we went back to, and that's where they got off the ship.
That makes sense. Yeah, they
What
went back to
medical
Puerto Rico.
emergency was it?
They can't tell us, but we got there and all the ambulances were there and all the people were there. And something that was really cool to watch, even though this was such an awful circumstance, was when they take the little boat. And the person on our ship has to jump from our ship, from the little boat onto our ship, and then jump back. And it's really scary, but they have to do it. And so that was really cool to watch. The circumstances were really unfortunate, though. But yeah, I hope that person's okay. Whatever happened, we never found out. But yeah, so that was, it was a pretty scary situation. But that was a lot of fun. And then the only other trip I'm going to talk about, even though we've been on so many amazing and cool trips, is the most recent trip to California that we went on.
Disney World.
We have gone to Disney World though. That trip, okay,
sit
that's
on the
cool too.
floor.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my stomach hurts.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry your stomach hurts. So the other trip that we went to in Florida, the only mention I'm going to talk about that was cool is we went with all 22 of us again, and it was so much fun because it.
Some chocolate.
Do you want to eat some chocolate? The other thing that was really cool about that was we stayed in a mansion because all the families chipped in, and so it had how many rooms? 20 rooms?
I don't even know.
It had so many rooms. It was ginormous. It was 3 floors. It had a pool, and it was gorgeous. And it was in Florida, and it was one of the best trips we've been on. It was so much fun.
My cousin chipped his tooth on a basketball game.
Yeah, so that was unfortunate. The only bad thing about that trip was we didn't go to the beach at all, but it was still amazing. Anyway, so back to my last trip I'm going to talk about, which is the trip I just went on the most recently to California. It was so much fun. We went to Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, which was so much fun. But my highlight of the trip was my aunt has a pool at her house. And it was a sunny day, and we're in California.
And Baxter's highlight of the trip is the day she wasn't with any of us.
No, literally, I'm being so
I'm in
honest.
dead hours.
I didn't have to go to school. We were in a different state. My cousin was at school. My aunt was working, and nobody in my family wanted to get in the pool. So I said, Mom, can I go in the pool? She said, yeah, I'll check on you a couple times. And she and my aunt did a lot. Like, they were so nervous. I don't know why that I was, like, going to drown. Like, I know how to swim. But they checked on me a lot. But my Aunt Kristen let me use her speaker, and I had my book, and I floated around and read for some time, and then I just swam by myself. It was sunny. It was the best day of my life. I love swimming. I love pools. And I was all by myself. And it was just sunny, and it was honestly, like, what I needed to, like, recharge, and it was the best trip of my life. Enough about me. Somebody else talk about their favorite trips.
My favorite trip is probably when I would go to Vegas with my dance team, and we had a competition, and we would all go to dinner together, and we would just spend so much time together. And then every other year we would go to San Diego for nationals.
I love San Diego.
And one year we went to SeaWorld.
Aww.
And we went and we saw the beluga whales, which is my favorite animal ever. And yeah, we just like spent time together as a team, and it was just so much fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I miss them.
My favorite trip I ever went on was probably Oregon. I was like 7 or 8 or 9, one of those. But that was definitely one of my favorites because we just like traveled all of Oregon. We went to like Portland, Oswald, like just all of those places. Cannon Beach. Cannon Beach was by far my favorite. It's just like so pretty. And then the place we stayed at was really cute and had like lots of shops next to it. And literally our backyard was like a trail to the beach. Just literally you could see the whole beach right from our backyard, and it was just so fun. And I say my other one is probably Idaho because my family lives in not my family, hello. Our family friends live in Idaho, and it's just so fun to go see them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, fun fact, I'm merging the two topics of death and vacations.
Oh.
Because Shayne was in Disneyland when our grandma died.
Actually, I was.
Yes. And I only remember that because Jay was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. But you guys were in literal California. And it was like, well, duh, you can't make it.
So, anyway. Besides
Anyway,
that,
sorry,
we
Shayne, I
weren't
didn't
supposed
mean
to
to
bring
rock
that back
you.
up. I have a fun question.
I was having fun.
Okay, if you had to move out of the country and if you had to move out of the state that we live in, where would you go? I can start because I think about this quite
so
often.
South Carolina.
Yes, if I had to live anywhere else in the state, I'd live in South Carolina. I already know the house that I want. It's yeah, I'm gonna have to blank that.
Well, I'm sorry, I almost was
I
done.
can't have
and I
any inappropriate
really-
content.
Well, it's funny coming from you.
Anyway, so if I could move anywhere out of the state we live in, I would move to South Carolina. 100%. I already know the house I would want to live in. I don't know why. Because of the TV shows I've watched, it got me interested in it. I started researching it and looking at houses there. And honestly, it just seems like a fun place to live. And honestly, it's like, I want to go there so bad. I'm gonna start working to save up money so I can go on a trip there. I'm really excited. And then if I had to move out of the country, okay, I'm talking really fast. If I had to move out of the country, I would want to move to Greece. I think it's gorgeous there. I think it's so much fun. Live like that Mamma Mia lifestyle. Sounds amazing to me.
I'd probably go live out of state. Probably just in like California or Oregon or something.
Yeah.
Cause California.
I hate Oregon.
What? Why?
I go every year with my family.
I love Oregon.
Okay, you can put this
I
hand.
want to go back so bad.
And then we're just gonna talk code.
Like, I'd want to live on the beach side of Oregon, and same with like California. I'd probably want to live on Long Beach.
I love Long Beach.
I love Long Beach. I hate LA. Well, I don't hate it. I just
I
don't
hate
love LA because there's.
You wouldn't want to live
so-
there.
No, I wouldn't want to live in LA. I'd love to live
Yeah.
on Long Beach or like Newport or something. Just one of those.
Yeah, Calabasas.
Calabasas is LA, babe.
Oh. I'm cutting that out. Sorry.
Yeah, Calabasas.
Yeah, that's no. If I had to live in California, I would live in San Diego.
Me too.
And then country. Probably like England. How fun would that be?
That would be cool. What
I'd
about?
want an accent?
Oh, she wants an accent.
She would. I'd probably move to San Diego or like somewhere in Florida.
I love Florida.
I just think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
And then country, Greece. I low-key want to move to Thailand because like that's where like my dad's side of the family is, like most of them.
That's really cool.
So maybe
Have you
that'd
ever
be
been to
fun.
Thailand?
I'm supposed to go sometime this year, but I don't think that's happening anymore. Or next year. Next year, not this year.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, because like
That happens.
my dad wants me to see what it's like living out of the country.
Yeah, that's cool.
He wants me to be more grateful, if you want to
Oh.
hear from his words.
Kolbie, I know you're off camera, so it's kind of annoying, but go ahead and tell us.
Huntington Beach.
She lives there sometimes.
I
around the
do.
year.
I'm like half there, half the year. Huntington Beach, and maybe Canada.
Yeah, you would. She loves hockey.
And
Too. I grew up with hockey.
Who's your favorite
Yeah.
team, girl?
The Red
We can put
Wings.
this in there. Oh,
But that's just because like that's what my family
that's what you
grew
grew
up.
up watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
like
so
my brothers
fun.
played hockey. All my cousins played hockey. My cousin played for the Grizz for like 2 years.
Are your cousins by chance single and 24? Anyone?
Unfortunately, he got married last year.
Shucks. I mean, congrats.
Yeah. But he was like supposed to get drafted to play for I don't even know who. But that didn't happen because he got married. So.
Oh, tea.
My
Yeah,
hockey team is the Canes. They're from the Carolinas. So.
And that's the
Oh
only
my.
reason that's her team.
Okay.
Have you heard of like the bar base, like the bar, like the hockey bar, and like this guy's like basement or whatever?
No.
Oh, anyways, those are my cousins.
I love that.
I go there every year.
Where is it?
The bar in
Yeah.
his basement.
Like here though?
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati.
Fun fact.
Send the Annie, she says.
Since she has like
That's so cute.
famous cousin.
Oh,
My famous cousin is Taylor Frankie Paul, Mormon wife. Yeah,
Secret
Lady.
Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yeah.
that's my cousin.
The TikTok mom. Mom talk.
Yeah.
Leader.
The drama.
Sorry, Whitney.
Not sorry.
I never even finished that.
Oh, really? I did.
I watched like 8 times.
I need to watch it actually. I just kept getting like distracted.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of sports, what's your guys' NFL teams or your families?
I don't have one.
49ers, baby.
The what are they called? Green Bay Packers.
Oh, my cousins love the Packers.
I don't really have one. I
Okay,
just don't really-
MLB team.
I don't watch
Basketball.
baseball.
NBA. Hello.
The Mets. I love the Mets.
I don't watch baseball.
Yeah. What's your NBA team?
I don't know if we have one.
Mine are the Charlotte Bobcats.
Um,
My dad and brother just talk for an hour, and not even try and be in a
Our brother's
conversation.
named after a baseball stadium.
That's true.
Really?
Shea Stadium.
So
It used to be the
that's how
Mets.
much Damon loves
Yeah.
them.
So, fall coming up, and we're so excited.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about what colors we're wearing. I'm wearing green. I'm so excited. What color are you wearing?
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna put some cute.
I'll just show you the dress. It's like a coppery brown with like floral. on
Do you
it.
like them?
Yes, I love.
Oh,
And then
good.
Oaklee's
Yay.
main color is blue. So that's
Her
gonna
main
be so
color's
much fun.
black. Her accents are blue. Get it right.
Sorry. So we're actually so
Duh.
excited for that. It's this Saturday.
You're nuts.
I don't know when this will be out, but we're so excited for fall ball. So thank you guys so much for that change dress is so pretty. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Hopefully I'll get around to making more podcast episodes. Bye guys.